Alright guys, so lately I've had a lot of requests for more amplifier reviews. Well, today I'm going to check out an amplifier that's small on size but really big on capability. Now the amp I'm talking about is this little guy right back here. Now this little thing, if you can believe it, is actually a 20-watt amplifier, and this is a hybrid amplifier. So it has a tube-driven preamp with a 12AX7 tube and then a solid-state power amp. The hybrid setup, some people feel, is kind of a blend of the best of both worlds, because you have the power output and the durability of the solid-state power section, but then you have the tone of that tube-driven preamp section. Now I like checking out smaller, lower wattage amplifiers. I've got the Bugera G5 Infinium there in the background. I did a review on that a few months ago. One of the things I like about that amplifier is that it has an effects loop. One of the problems with some of the smaller amplifiers is sometimes they have a really cool sound, but they don't have a lot of features, and often they don't have an effects loop. Well, the Joyo amplifier actually does have an effects loop, and it even has a dedicated headphone out jack that will mute the amplifier when you plug in headphones. Plus, this even has Bluetooth capability, so you can connect your phone or a tablet or really anything that has a Bluetooth connection to the amplifier if you want to play like a backing track or a song through the amplifier. Plus, this is actually a 2-channel amplifier. It's got a little switch right here. Now you have some standard controls. You've got a gain control, volume control, and an overall tone control. Now obviously the single tone control knob doesn't give you quite as much freedom in adjusting the EQ as, like a bass, middle, and treble controls would, but I really didn't have any problem at all finding some really good tones just with that one control. Okay, and you guys know that I'm cheap and I love finding really good deals, and these amplifiers go for right around $150 to $160. They're usually in that price range. Now, Joyo has a bunch of other models of this kind of amplifier depending on the sound you want, and they're pretty much all in that price range, kind of $140 to $170 depending on the model. Okay, so obviously it's got some cool features and it's a really good price, but how does it sound? I mean, it's no good if it doesn't sound good. So let's go ahead and plug this in and we'll listen to it. I'm going to use my Harley Benton Vintage 212 cabinet hooked up to this amplifier. I'm going to record it with an SM57 microphone, standard dynamic microphone, and I'm going to use a couple of different guitars. I'm going to use my AIO guitar in a standard tuning, and then I'm also going to use my GOC Valkyrie 7-string so we can listen to how the amplifier handles some lower frequencies. Alright guys, let's check it out. Alright guys, so there you go. That's the Joyo Bant Amp Vivo model. Now like I said, they have a lot of different models of this amplifier, kind of with the same features, you know, same controls and the Bluetooth capability and the effects loop and all that cool stuff. They're usually around the same price, maybe, you know, $10 or $20 difference in price depending on the model. Now one thing I really like about this amplifier is it had a lot of gain, which is awesome. I mean, I'm a high gain kind of guy, and sometimes some of the smaller amplifiers, you know, they're missing that really hot gain that you really want to get if you're going to play metal or some, you know, lead parts or something like that. The big thing that really sells the amplifier for me is the fact that it has an effects loop. So many small amplifiers are missing an effects loop, and for me, honestly, if an amplifier doesn't have an effects loop, I mean, you're not going to get everything you want out of it. The other thing that was really impressive was how loud this amplifier is. I know that doesn't come through in a YouTube video, but in person, I mean, this thing really, you know, you could really get this thing blasting, especially through a 212 cab, and if you want to, you could even hook it up to a 412. Not to slam on Bugera at all, but honestly, with this amp being 20 watts instead of 5 watts that the Bugera has, the Bluetooth connection, and the fact that it still has the effects loop, I think I might be selling off my Bugera because I'm just not going to be using it that much now that I have this amp. Alright guys, now I know these Joyo amps are not totally brand new. I know some of you probably already have them out there, maybe some of the other models, so if you have one you'd like to recommend, definitely let me know in the comments section below. I'd love to hear what you guys think about it. As always guys, I'll put some links in the video description below. If you want to check out where you can get that amplifier, I'll give you a few different options on there, so you know, depending on where you get it, it might be a slightly different price. I'll try and find the best prices I can and put it on in there. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, hit the notification bell, and I do have a Patreon page now, so if you want to check that out, patreon.com/guitarmax. I would love to, you know, if you guys want to support the channel further, I'd love to hear from you guys on there. Alright guys, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.